3.5 years ago, we decided to stop letting debt control our lives and our finances. We paid off over $145,000 in 35 months, and in this video series, we want to share with you how we did it and how you can take control of your finances and start paying off debt. Hi, it's Cory.
And Erica. And Zoey. And welcome to our channel. When we got married, we thought we were in a pretty good financial situation. We bought a new car, we bought a new TV and new furniture, all because we thought we could afford the monthly payment. We would spend carelessly throughout the month, but at the end of each month we would have little to no money left. We also weren't saving for retirement or doing any other type of savings. I think her poop's coming out somewhere. About a year after we got married, I started getting really frustrated with all the money that we were putting towards debt. We were literally putting $1,000 towards just student loans every month. I specifically remember sitting in the kitchen and bitching to Cory about having to spend $1,000 just on student loans for the next 30 years. Fortunately, about a month after that conversation, we had friends over for Thanksgiving. We were having just a casual conversation about finances when they had brought up Dave Ramsey's The Total Money Makeover. I read the book by the time Christmas rolled around and had convinced Cory that we could pay off our debt in 3.5 years. It literally took 5 weeks from learning about The Total Money Makeover to starting to take action. We started our debt freedom journey in January of 2015. We're doing this. We're just gonna, go, okay. 1 second. Okay, we'll try feeding first.
Bouncer?
Hi, pumpkin. Okay, where were we?
Now, Erica reading The Total Money Makeover actually aligned with an email that I received from my mother about my student loans. I had a Parent Plus loan with them, so in essence, I owed them money and not the bank. And her email was of an amortized schedule of payments that was set over 10 years, 15 years, 30 years of repayment, and the interest rate that I would accrue over that time frame. And it was tens of thousands of dollars. And in addition to that, at the end of her email, something that really rang home was that if I would pay the minimum payments of the student loans, which I was doing, that I would eventually pay it off in 30 years when they were dead in their 90s, in her words, not mine. Now, unlike Erica, who's a natural saver, thought about money and saved a lot of what she made, all the money that I always made, I just spent 100% of it. So I didn't really want to think about the debt that I had accrued. I was completely in the moment. I wasn't thinking about the future and saving money, and really never thought about retirement. Eric and I grew up being taught by society that we had to borrow money to build credit and that monthly car payments was a normal thing, and paying the minimum payments to pay off debt was just what you did.
Once we finally realized that we didn't have to be in debt forever, we took action right away. We listed out all of our debts with their minimum payments and what their interest rates were. We created a budget, and after a few months of getting used to that budget, we were able to eliminate any nonsense expenses that we didn't need. We gave ourselves the first year to see if we would stick to it. If not, we knew that we needed to start saving for retirement, and even if it was just 2 to 3% of our paycheck. Needless to say, we stuck to it, and after 35 months, we became debt-free. We paid off over $145,000 in November of 2017. The stomach-turning part about that is that we actually put over $155,000 towards the debt, meaning that we paid over $10,000 in interest. Do you know what you could do with $10,000?
It sounds easy in retrospect to say that we paid off $145,000 in 35 months and that it was easy, but the fact of the matter is it really wasn't easy. We had to make a lot of sacrifices, whether it was canceling DirecTV or cable or Sirius XM or putting hobbies on hold or not going out to eat as often as we wanted to. We had to buckle down and really pay attention to what we were spending our money on. Fast forward to now, and when we look back at all those things that we cut out of our lives, it kind of seems a little silly to think of all the things that we were just spending money on just because we had it. Now there's a lot to think about when you want to start on your debt-free journey, and it is overwhelming at times. And things that you need to think about and really take a hard look at is how much money do you make? How much money do you actually owe? And are you married? Do you combine your finances? So what can you cut out and what can you sacrifice? And are you committed to wanting to pay off your debt? Are you sick and tired of being broke and not thinking that there's any end in sight to paying off of your loans, especially if they're student loans and you're going to pay them for 10, 20, or 30 years?
This is why we wanted to create this video series. Now, we can't do everything for you, but we can tell you exactly what we did to get out of debt, and you'll be able to mimic these actions. However, there's going to be some emotional connection that you have to make, and you have to decide that you want to take control of your finances. No matter how much you make or how much debt you're in, you can do it. You just need to start somewhere. So do us and yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any videos in this series. We'll be posting
that often.
We'll be posting every week, and we'll be going over our budget and how to make a budget, should you still be saving, and we're going to give you some tips and tricks that will help with that emotional part of the journey.
So if you guys have thought about debt and want to pay off your debt and you're sick and tired of doing it, you can accomplish this. So keep on following this debt series. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you dislike this video, hit the dislike button. Write some comments down below if you have them, and we'll see you guys in the next video.